Shalom Yasharala. We're going to come with another edifying sit down in the power and spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai, and we're going to give infinite honors to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem, Dash. We're going to give double honors to our teachers, the Apostle Great Millstone, and salutation to my fellow laborers in Yahweh Shai, pushing this truth out the four winds in these last days, seconds, and times, laboring for that penny, peace, and blessings to their elect. All right? Now, on this clip, the times we are living in, you can see these prophecies coming to pass. You can smell them, feel them, all right? They're speaking. Like the brothers like to say, they're jumping off the book, all right? And we're going to bring out this book, and we're going to get some excerpts out of this book, George Orwell, 1984. And this book is about him. He wrote about in 1949, totalitarian society that was governed by draconian laws, okay? And that's what we're about to be living in here in America, all right? Everything he wrote about in this book, you're about to see it live in the living color. That's why when you look at a lot of movies, you say inspired by a novel or so on and so forth, a lot of them be true, man, all right? They call this a novel, but it's really a true fucking story, him depicting what was going to come in the future, man. All right? He really slick side fucking prophesying, all right? And we're going to show that when you read this book, how the elite, they dumb down words, they dumb down the society, they don't give two shits about the society, and they look at society as cattle, man. All right? It also brings out how they're going to come over America and put them in hardcore bondage, even Edomites. All right? These elites don't even give two shits about their own people. So we about to go on this clip, get us some excerpts. All right? And I'm going to start off with somebody wrote about this book. They did an excerpt on this book, and it comes from Russo.blogs. All right? And it says, the manipulation of language as a weapon of mind control and abuse power in the book 1984. And this is the book right here. So we're going to see how our government and society manipulates, all right, manipulates words, all right, and language to use it as a weapon of war to keep its people in bondage, all right? So, published in 1949, the dystopian novel 1984 is the conclusion of George Orwell's writings. What is more, it is the conclusion of almost everything that Orwell had written since 1936. In 1984, Orwell created a totalitarian universe, Oceania, with its own history and inner mechanism, and became so famous that it gave gate to a new term as Orwellian, which has come to describe actions or organizations reminiscent of the totalitarian society depicted throughout the novel. All right? America is going to become a totalitarian society. Hey, Google that word totalitarian. All right? And in this essay, I'm going to explain the different examples about manipulation of language as a weapon of mind control and abuse of power, okay, that we can find in the novel, that is to say, the different methods that the author used to show us this, all right? Now, the reason the children of Israel are in bondage, all right, and they don't have no understanding, because here in America, through the educational industrial complex, all right, our people have been deceived by that weapon of war, all right?
Yes.
All right? And what she said is, she was going to explain the different examples about manipulation of language as a weapon of mind control and abuse of power. So the elites are in power. So that's why they changed the meaning of words. That's why the elders of Great Millstone always tell us, when you got to break down these scriptures, that you have to go into the etymology of words, man. Etymology of words. You have to become a historian and go into ancient times to learn how things were done in the ancient world. Okay? So you got to become a historian. You got to become a scribe, so on and so forth. And it's truth, man. So you don't be deceived by this weapon of war, man. All right? I'm about to get straight to the point. He thought that totalitarian societies, and especially the one portrayed in the novel, wanted to turn humans into machines and replace organic by inorganic to create synthetic happiness by eradicating all that may invoke natural passions and personal interactions. And that's what America's going to do, man. Like, you think you're going to be able to go wake up on a Saturday and take your family to a picnic? That's going to be outlawed. They're going to have cameras everywhere. They're going to have drones in the air. All right? And they're going to say, where did you get this food to do that? They're going to ration your food. You're not going to be able to have sex without getting permission. That's what the things that go on in a totalitarian society, man. All right? This society is going to turn you into a machine. Bring out the definition of totalitarian.
It says totalitarian.
Yeah, speak it up. Speak up.
Totalitarian, relating to a system of government that is centralized and dictatorial and requires complete subservience to the state.
Right. So that's what this government is going to do. It wants every person in this society chip. When you get that chip, this government is going to have complete control over you. You're going to be subservient to this beast system. All right? To this revised Roman Empire, man. All right? What it say? It want to turn you into a fucking machine. Inorganic. All right? They want, in this single state, all buildings have walls of glass so the actions of the occupants are visible. Only during sex. Hey, but it's devil wicked, all right? And this is going to come to pass. Mark my words. Only during sex are the curtains drawn for a brief moment. Sexual behavior being strictly controlled by the sexual bureau.
It's wicked as fuck.
This is the type of thing that's going to come to America, man. They say this is a novel and he just conjured this up in his mind. No. This is what happens in totalitarian society. You can't do nothing. You can't have sex with your wife unless the government permits it. And then they got to be in control over it. Okay? All right? The soulless society is ruled by a dictator, the benefactor who is supported and helped by a political police, who in case would be Salakia, who in case would be the big brother. When you hear people say big brother is watching you, that comes from this book right here. That's what that term, when you hear people say big brother is watching you, it comes from this book. Big brother.
That's and if I can say, there was a movie called either The Golden Eye or The Eye. One of it was called The Eye, where it seen everything you did, everything about your life, everything that you were doing is seen. You know what I'm saying?
And if I got, remember that show that used to come on MTV called Big Brother? But, you know, when they had the roommates and everybody was living in that one place.
Mm-hmm. And they had cameras everywhere looking at them.
Watching everything they did. They having sex and everything.
Right. And that's where that term Big Brother come from. It comes from this Bible and this book, Salakia. And that's what this government is going to do. It's going to look at you. You're not going to have no privacy, and you're going to be a slave to the system. Okay?
Remember, like, it kind of remind me of Enemy of the State. You know what I'm saying? With Will Smith, they had all the cameras everywhere.
Everywhere. Right. And that's what they're going to do. They're going to have a camera on every street in America, man. The only place they're probably not going to be inhabited is the wilderness. There's hints. We're going to be as pilgrim in the earth going to the wilderness. All right? The guardians that hover above the cities with surveillance equipment. That's going to be your drones. All right? Esau going to have drones in every part of cities, man. Okay? And helicopters. All right? Confessions are extracted by torture, and criminals are simply liquidated. That means killed. Hey, look up the word draconian. Draconian. All right? And criminals are simply liquidated. That means killed, put to death. All right? And you could be a criminal for not getting the chip. When this society say everybody in this society has to get a coronavirus vaccine, or everybody in the society has to get the radio frequency identification chip, which is the mark of the beast. If you don't get that chip, all right, you could be liquidated. And that's what's going to end up happening.
Precept for you, right?
Bring it out, brother.
This is Isaiah chapter 10, verse 1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, their right grievousness, which they have prescribed. You know, and because I what the brother saying, like what this devil gonna do, Esau gonna do, that's unrighteous decrees. You know what I'm saying? With draconian laws, that's unrighteous decrees. The whole system is an unrighteous decree. You know? Because it's contrary to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua.
They say criminals are simply liquidated, informing even on family members, friends, is a sacred of duty. So your family have to turn you in. That's why the scriptures say, man, the Most High came to be the sword. Your family, according to this society, they have to turn you in unto death. And if they don't turn you in, they will be killed. Okay? This is what America is going to ultimately come to. All right? This is basically what is about 1984. But what is important here is the way they achieve so.
Man, I got a precept on what you just said.
Bring it up.
This is Matthew chapter 10. Chapter verse 21. And the brother shall deliver up the brother to death, and the father the child, and the children shall rise up against their parents and cause them to be put to death.
And that's going to be because of this system.
Come.
What we're reading about.
Come.
The scripture says, is their duty. Look, it is a sacred duty. If you have a family member that's a criminal, even a family members and friends, is a sacred duty to turn your family member in to be killed.
And that's what the Lord just said.
All right? All right? They make us of plenty of techniques, such as control of information and history. Have not our history been lied to us? All right? Have not the information that we get from this system full of lies, altered, half-truths? Okay? Psychological manipulation, physical control, technology, etc. And that's why the society wants your child to get enrolled in school, what, around 3 or 4? What's pre-K?
About 5.
About 4, 5.
Oh, pre-K is before 5. 5 is kindergarten.
Yeah, you're right.
4.
So pre-K about 3 years old. All right, when your child gets there in school at 3 years old, now they got the computers for them, they got the bright colors, so on and so forth. That curriculum that comes down in that system, that shit is taught by the feds and to be implemented to our people. That's MK Ultra mind control facilities, school. All right? By the time a child is 6 years old, from the curriculum they learn, they're gonna learn that you shouldn't discriminate against homosexuals. All right, that's part of the curriculum. That's part of the brainwashing, man. All right, by the time kids get to first grade and second grade, they, on a lot of times, understand how the system goes. They understand the red light, how to cross the street. All right, how to say don't say so-called bad words. All right, but they're gonna learn this satanic system, man. That's the whole point of putting your child in school, and that's a weapon of the elites. Sending your child to school is a weapon of the elites. So your child could become like them. All right? It says psychological manipulation when you're in school. And a child, man, they easy to rape their minds, bro.
It's basically introducing them to the system.
Huh? They sponges.
They sponge. They
Huh.
soak up everything around.
Physical control. So that's what they're gonna do to the grown men and grown women that don't want to get down with the program. They're gonna torture a lot of you. If they don't kill you, they're gonna torture you, water whip you, so on and so forth. All right, etc. But the ones I'm going to deal with in depth in my essay are those related to mind control, the way in which they manipulated people's minds. And I'm gonna say something. No, you know what? Because we got to go to the quotes. All right. I'm gonna hold what I was about to say. Orwell believed that totalitarianism and the corruption of language were connected. That's what our elders of Great Millstone teach us. All right? He focused especially on political language, where you distorted events and concepts by calling them something else. You said things in such a way that you avoided producing inner picture of them. As an example, in politics and English language, he said that if thoughts can corrupt language, language also corrupt thoughts. This ideal would eventually lead to newspeak. And that's what we know in this society. Words don't have the same meaning that they had in the ancient world and years ago. We live in a society where newspeak is running rampant, man.
Yeah.
All right? That's why it's easy to dumb the people down. The people in this society are incapable of thinking analytically and critically. All right? The mentioned forms of manipulation are harder to fight against because they are aimed at the mind. First, the entire system is based on falsification of history. History is falsified in this bitch. We were told we were African Americans, man. The people in Israel in these Israelis say that they are the people of the book, man.
Yeah, and that our own people gave us over to
And
slavery.
our own people sold us into slavery. This is history, man.
If you don't mind me adding, just amazing what you're saying. It's amazing how the system that they use, how it takes control of the mind and makes shit that's normally embarrassing or something that you don't want to stand for, something that's to be proud of. Like I listen to a lot of these youngsters talk now, and these niggas proudly calling themselves slang.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now I know growing up during the time I was, that was some gang
Oh,
shit.
slimy ass nigga.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Grimy ass nigga.
But they call themselves slime
Yeah.
now. Oh, bro, she cool like that, you know, cause I'm slime, you know.
Oh, they
You know,
also call each other bitches. Men call each other. What's the hell with your bitch?
Oh yeah, oh bitch ass nigga.
No, not bitch ass niggas. That's an insult. But when they greet each other, these youngsters will be like, "What's up, bitch?
Yeah,
What's that, bitch?"
yeah.
But
You know what I'm saying?
Who do that mainly though? Females do that. They address each other as bitches.
No, niggas do it now.
Niggas
Yeah,
do it
that's
now.
what I'm
I'm
saying.
talking about niggas.
started
But
from
I'm saying,
female.
it
Yeah,
started
started
from
from
female.
female.
And these niggas are becoming feminine.
Yeah, exactly.
These tight ass jeans, pink ass hair. You know what I'm saying? All that shit. It's just the way how society has done it.
That's this system.
God.
That's this solitary system, but it hasn't been put on full scale. But the mind control methods that they're talking about in here, oh yeah, that's already. That's why it's gonna be so easy to bring it into place, because they already got the society dumbed down to a certain stance. You know what I'm saying?
I've been seeing that.
All right, here we go. For two purposes. Outwardly, the party is infallible and is forced to change all information when it has been wrong in some connection or other. The falsification of history takes place in the ministry of truth, where Winston works. And it's talking about the Illuminati. They're the so-called ministry of truth. That's why they call themselves Luciferians, light bearers. Okay. Of course, he knows what he is really doing, but that does not worry him, because so many changes have already been made that he is just replacing one lie after another. And that's the system. Okay? Man, the writing's so fucking small. Figure it out, right? Oh, all right, here we go. Salaki. I ain't have to be reading that hard all the time. The second purpose is to eradicate memory from the minds of the people. That's when you go to Psalms 83, they say, let us cut them off from being a nation. All right? They want to eradicate Israel, Yasharallah, from our mindsets. But the Holy Spirit, what did it say? In the land of captivity, it's going to make them remember us. You know what I'm saying?
And what the Lord say, unless you can number the stars, I'll not do away with my people.
Yeah. The only reason why people put their miserable conditions is that they have been told that was much worse before the revolution. You see what I'm saying? So our kids, our children, Salakia, if this system was to go on, they would not know about slavery because the criteria are going to come down and we're not going to tell them nothing about slavery.
They've been implementing that already. That's why they say, "Oh, just forget about it. That's over with."
Yeah, it's going to be going to be something new, something old, and they're going to make it like we was always in this state. All right.
I appreciate the back up what you just said. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 73, and verse 8. They are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression.
Right.
They speak lawfully.
All right. So when you alter history, you alter history and say it wasn't no slavery, you speaking wickedly as it concerns to oppression, man. And we're gonna get into the quotes, and it's gonna show you that if you take away a person's history, you can control the future, man. Because if you tell everybody we the sons of the power, and all we got to do is call on Yahweh Shema Shai, he'll come defend us, and he'll come take us out of this condition. Hey, at least know that.
Yeah.
So they got to keep that information away from the children of Israel. Mm-hmm. Because all throughout the scriptures, when we humbled ourselves, prayed, and called on him, he came and delivered us. And the elites know that. So that's why they have to put this system in order, man. Bring it up.
This verse 9, they set their mouth against the heavens.
Against the Most High.
And their tongue walketh through the earth.
Come on.
Verse 10, therefore his people return hither, and waters of a full cup are wrung out to them.
Break it down, like you break it down.
Right. I'm going to read it again. This said, therefore his people, verse 9, they set their mouth against the heavens, right? They set their mouth against the heavens, they set their mouth against the Most High. They're going around telling everybody that, our Heavenly Father and his great, the great King, his name is Jesus Christ. All right? And their tongues walk through the earth. So they got what a whole lot of media, the news, the schools. All right? So everywhere you go, they got their so-called philosophy flowing through the whole earth.
Just polluting the earth.
Yeah, polluting. You got it, bro?
All right. The only reason why people put up with the miserable conditions is that they have been told that it was much worse before the revolution, and no correct information about the past exists. Anybody knows if it's true or not. Perhaps it really was worse before, and then you shouldn't complain. That's why it's so important for them taking away your history. If you don't know your history, all right, you don't know where you come from, you don't know the power that you used to possess. It's easy for the person that's over you and have you in a position of derision with the Lord over you. All right. Now I'm about to get the quotes from this book, and we're gonna follow them through the scriptures, man. Okay. We're about to follow these quotes through the scripture. Some valuable quotes in this that's in this book, and you can liken them to the times we're living in. All right, and the times that's gonna come. All right. And this is what I was just talking about. This is a quote from the book. Who controls the past controls the future. Who controls the present controls the past. What precept?
Right, that's right. All right. This is the book of Job. It's chapter 9 and verse 24. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked.
All right. So the so-called white man, the Hebrew Edomites, they're in control of the planet Earth, man. So they're in control of the history books. They're in control of the encyclopedias. They're in control of the almanacs, man. All right? So if they can control the past, that means that's how they're controlling the future, because the earth is given into their hands. Get Daniel 7:25.
I got it, right? It's Daniel chapter 7, verse 25.
He say this was going to come to pass, man.
And he shall speak great words against the Most High.
All right, he alters history. He make void the law. All right, and this is what he's going to do. And he speak haughtily against the Most High. Whatever the Most High told us in the law not to do, he makes it lawful in his society. Whatever he tells us to do, what we're supposed to do, he condemns it. Okay, that's how he speaks haughty. Bring it out, brother.
And shall wear out the saints of the Most High.
Look around. The saints of the Most High have been worn out. All right? And look at this. Hey, man. And we talking about the elect men, bro. Brothers going through the ringer, man. Bring it out, brother. The hope for elect. Let me say that.
And think to change times and laws.
You see what I'm saying? That's when he got in power. He changed times and laws, man. All right? That's what this book say that this society, this totalitarian society is going to do.
And so like that, if I could add, because at the time, who is he to say this is a leap year?
Who the fuck?
Oh, the time set back.
Yeah,
Today.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They got a quote that one of those Indian chiefs made about that. He called it was one of those chiefs. It might have been Sitting Bull or somebody say how the white man was so stupid when he changed the time back. He said it was something like you're gonna tear one part of a quilt and then add it to the back and say it's not the same. I'm roughly paraphrasing, but it was one of those Indian chiefs was criticizing him for doing that. All right?
It's like in this say laws. This devil made it okay for same-sex marriage. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then, so like, you can't grow your own food. You know what I'm saying? You cannot grow your own food like that. You can't do anything without him being with his hand.
He gotta have his hands on everything. Huh?
No.
That's true. And they have a law. They have an amendment. They have a law that I don't know what it is, but they have a law that say if you growing too much food in certain states, that you might be a terrorist.
Yeah.
All right. That's in the books.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And they shall be given unto his hand until a time, and times, and the dividing of times.
So on that scripture, when he came into power, he changed time and laws. This quote says, who controls the past controls the future. Who controls the present controls the past. And we see that happening, man. That's why this devil is in power, man. He's wiser than Daniel. He understands the universal laws that the Most High put in place, man. I mean, if you're on a power struggle and what this devil doing, I don't blame him if I wanted the power. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
All right? This one says, war is peace. Freedom. This next quote, war is peace. Freedom is slavery. Ignorance is strength. Now, we're going in the mind of a maniac. This is how this fucking devil thinks. All right? Bring out that precept I had for war is peace, all right?
John.
Huh?
Yeah.
No, not John. I said war is peace. Go to Genesis 27.
Oh, Salaki.
38, all right?
Salaki. You got it?
No, you go ahead.
It's Genesis chapter 27 and verse 38. And Esau said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac, his father, answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth and of the dew of the heaven from above.
Come on.
In verse 40, and by the sword shalt thou live.
Ever since America's been in power, they've been in war. I saw that clip. What?
Yeah, I seen it too.
About 400 years, 200 of them years, they've been in war, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right? All the time Rome was in power, they was going through the earth conquering. They was in war the whole time, all the way up to the time that they got took down. The Greeks, the whole time they was in power, they just went throughout the countries conquering and conquering. They was in war the whole time.
Even in the garden.
All right? Even in the garden, even in the garden, these devils is killing, man. All right? So they call that is peace. All right? All that war, this devil, he's a fucking warmonger. He still says this is the land of the free, man. All right? Peace and safety, that bullshit he be talking, all right?
First Thessalonians 5:3.
All right, now this is freedom and slavery. All right, he says freedom and slavery. Now I'm going to get this quote to show you how much a devil he is. All right? You know what? Get that scripture I wanted for freedom and slavery. Get John 8:32. No, don't get John 8:32. Get
Isaiah 50 and
you want me to get something out? Nah, you got it.
Isaiah chapter 51 and verse 14.
No, I don't want to get there yet. I don't want to get there yet. Because we're gonna get that on the next thing.
Kind.
All right. Hold up. I'm gonna bring out this clip. All right. Now we're going in. This is the mind of a maniac that says freedom is slavery. All right. Now listen to this bullshit. Freedom is slavery. This is how the devil thinks. All right? Now, we've all heard that America is the land of the free, right? We all heard that slogan. All right? All right? This is from the globalists, Rethinking Globalization. This is the name of this website. It is well known that Francis Scott Key is the author of the famous words, the land of the free and home of the brave, okay? He wrote these words in 1814. Where was the nation of Israel, or you so-called Negroes, in 1814?
Slavery.
You was on plantations in chateau slavery, man.
Picking cotton and shit.
You was picking cotton, being hewers of wood, and drawers of water, man. You was in hardcore slavery, but this devil was saying this is the land of the free.
Mm-hmm.
All right? That shows you he thinks slavery is freedom. Okay? But it is free. It's free for them. Because he's in power, that's how you're supposed to think. He has a rulership mentality.
Yeah.
I'm in power.
And
People that's not of my nation.
You gonna work for free.
You're going to work. I wasn't about to say that, but that's real too. But when you're in power, we're going to have slaves. You see what I'm saying? So it's freedom for the nation, the occupying nation, the nation that's in the power seat, that's in heaven. All right? He wrote those words in 1814, and ever since 1931, they have sung as the national anthem of the United States. In 1931, they had stopped hardcore slavery, but our people couldn't go to use bathrooms like they wanted. They couldn't walk through the front door. They had to go to the back door. That wasn't freedom. That wasn't equality. So when you look at this, Big Brother, these quotes from this book, they on point, man. They're on motherfucking point, man. All right?
Bring out a quick precept.
Bring out your precept.
This is First Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 3. All right, because right when our people came out of the captivity and when they said they was free and they was able to, move around, they still wasn't free. That's when this happened to them. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction come upon them. All right.
Well, that's talking about the last time, in these last days in America.
Because
let me hear what you're gonna say.
Because right after that captivity, when we came out of that so-called slavery, that's when that destruction got even more brutal on Israel when they started hanging them on them trees and cutting their penises and shit off like that and feeding them to them alligators.
Nah, they was doing that the whole fucking time.
I got to appreciate
They was doing that from 1611 all the way down to 1964.
I got to appreciate for y'all backing up what you're saying about
Bring it on, right?
This is Proverbs chapter 12, verse 10. A righteous man regarded his life of his beast, but the tender mercies of the wicked are cruel. So you call yourself letting us out of hardcore slavery, but at the same time, we got to be secluded to the back of the restaurant to go get food. we gotta be secluded to one area. We can't use this phone, but we gotta use this phone. And if you caught using this phone, what we gonna do? What they gonna do? Beat that ass. You know what I'm saying?
For freedom and slavery.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. the tender mercy.
Hey, let me break down that scripture. I can bring that back out. So it'll be perfect, man.
This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 3. For when they shall say peace and safety.
That's going to be here in this day and time. When these proud Americans think they're in good case, the coronavirus scare is going past.
Yeah.
All right, we can go to Walmart. Oh man, they gave us this microchip. They gave it to us with $10,000 on it. We're in good case. All right, when they get happy, all right, bring it out.
And it reads, then sudden destruction cometh upon them.
All right, then all hell gonna break loose again, man. All hell is gonna break loose, and they're not gonna fall. They're not gonna come back they're not gonna stop till our great King come back to the planet. All right. Now the next quote is, they said, ignorance is strength. Now let me show you why they say ignorance is strength. Give me John 8:32. Bring it out.
John chapter 8 and verse 32. And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
So if you're ignorant, if the government keeps you ignorant, that means they keep the power. But if you know the truth, you're going to be in direct defiance of the government.
You know who's a good example of that?
Who?
Nat Turner.
Nat fucking Turner. He was in his right mind. All right.
Because he knew he knew what it was, and then that's what some rebellion came.
Gone. What other precept I had?
That's Isaiah 51.
And what Isaiah 51 and what?
51 and 14.
All right, we're not gonna bring that one out yet. We're gonna bring that one out later. All right.
We had that. I think we had that Jeremiah too.
No, we're gonna bring that. I know which one we're gonna bring that out later.
That Micah 2 and 10.
For that?
Yeah.
Bring that one out. That's a good one. That's for that.
I got it right here.
You gotta have it written down and organized.
Oh, I got it written down.
This is
for the we're going into right here.
All right. Bring that out. Bring out that mic.
It's Micah chapter 2, verse 10. Arise ye and depart, but this is not your rest, because it is polluted. All
right. You're polluted when you're ignorant.
Mm-hmm.
When you believe in the American dream, the Western philosophy, you're polluted. Mm-hmm. So you're helping this devil stay in power when your mind is polluted and you don't know the truth. Bring it out.
It shall destroy you.
And you're going to be destroyed. President. All right. And you're going to be destroyed, man. Ignorance will get you killed. Not knowing the doctrine of Yahweh Shema Shah, the doctrine of life, will get you killed. And the Esau knows it. Your adversary knows it. Your adversary, the devil, knows this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Is it on that?
No, it say, even, I'm going to say it shall destroy you even with the sword destruction.
And those missiles is a sword destruction.
Mm-hmm.
You standing up and your skin is melting, your eyeballs melting in your socket, your tongue melting on you, and while you're standing on your feet, that's a sword destruction, man. All right. Now we're going to go to the next one. But, all right, this is another quote from the book. But if thought corrupts language, language can also corrupt thought. All right? We're going to show you how. Give me Colossians 2 and 8. How this devil manipulate. He's a wizard and he's a magician. When he manipulate words, the meaning of words, all right, that's him being a magician, because he can alter your thought patterns and keep you rocking on his vibration, which is an abominable base vibration. All right, and he uses this as a weapon. Bring it out, brother.
This is Colossians chapter 2 and verse 8. Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy.
Philosophy is what we learn in school and in this society. Read a little louder.
This is Colossians chapter 2 and verse 8. Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy.
All right. What you're taught as a child here in America, those are philosophies. Women and men are equal. All right? God loves everybody.
I got
God gonna save everybody. God loves the sinner. God loves the sinner and hates the sin. All right? All those is philosophies here in America, man. You work hard and you can get anything you want as long as you work hard and put your mind to it. That's bullshit. If that was the case, Mexicans would be the richest people on the planet, man. That's bullshit. That's a philosophy that's bullshit to make you a better slave. You got it.
I got a definition for philosophy.
Bring it up.
This is a definition for philosophy. The study of fundamentals, nature of knowledge.
All right, and the nature of knowledge that we got, where did we get it from? We got it from our oppressor.
Mm-hmm. So to teach you how to think.
Yeah. Who taught you Christmas? Who taught you Easter? Where you get that from? Who taught you that? Who gave you that? Were you celebrating those holidays before your ancestors was brought here to the shores of America? Did you know Jesus Christ before you came to the shores of America? You got it, brother.
Reality. And this devil teach you what reality. Okay, reality is watching two homos be together. That's reality now. Get used to it. Okay? All right? Having your children lord over you, because what? If you execute judgment on your children, when I say judgment on your children, you whoop their ass, they got the right to call the cops on you and and they put in the system. This devil give children more right than the parent. Put the children over the parents. What I say, in existence, especially when considered as academic discipline.
A lot of jakes don't realize they had a European mindset, bro. They think they be on some all black power shit, and they just don't understand. You got the same process. Cause when I was coming up in the 80s, the shit you seeing young brothers doing now, white boys was doing that when I was coming up.
All right, they're chosen the ways of the heathen.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah. They was the wild motherfuckers. We was more laid back, chill, and they was the wild ones.
What it say? Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents,
chilling. Yeah.
Esau was a man of the field, bungee jumping, jumping out of planes, skydiving,
all that crazy shit.
You know what I'm saying? Fucking horses,
hairdos and shit, like the shit you see these rappers with now, fingernails. Like, that was white boys with that heavy metal shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All you saw a nigga with was a dicky suit on with a fart in his hand. Chilling, cooling. You heard me?
Yeah.
But if you look at these little young bloods now, these little skinny jeans, painted nails, you know they got that mindset of that European, bro.
So that's when we say, but if the thoughts corrupt language, and language also corrupt thoughts, that means that's why it's illegal. We see why it's illegal for you not to let your child go to school. You don't let your child, what you just said, if you don't let your child go to school, they're going to come take your child from you and put you in jail. Mm-hmm. All right? They're trying to they're implementing this tool. All right? It corrupts you. It poisons you. It pollutes you.
Yeah, you don't let them go to school, you fucking up their whole little program with that MK Ultra. You fucking up their whole program. Like, look, man, we got to look. You need to bring your kid to school, especially when they're young. You need to get your kid in school so we can continue fucking their mind up. You know what I'm saying?
And look, in the minute of the Lord, that's why they're gonna come down on us a great while, because you're only gonna come down on a person that is a threat to your system. These niggas out here in a threat. Michael Jordan, Denzel Washington, they're not a threat to a system. They're connected to the matrix. We're the only ones speaking against the system. The Howard Shai was speaking against the system. The prophets were speaking against the system. Mm-hmm. All right? But your biggest resistance when you speak against the system is going to be your people that's connected to the system. Mm-hmm. All right? So you bring it out.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 2 and verse 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices.
All right, that's this weapon of philosophy that this devil used against our people. The men of the Lord, we're not ignorant of. We call them on this shit. Like this whole corona shit.
Right.
All right, we not in a frenzy. You ain't about to see me buying us brothers wearing a fucking mask. All in a frenzy. Oh, don't touch that. Don't. All right. I mean, it's bullshit. So when you have somebody calling them on your shit, those are the people that you're going to get angry at. Yeah. Because in the last days, what's going to make them come down on it so hard, a lot of people are going to wake up and smell the coffee and be like, man, those guys was telling the truth. They're going to realize a prophet was amongst them. And when the devil see that that a lot of Israelites are waking up, that's why he's going to come down on the prophet so hard, man. All right? Because we're destroying this system we're reading about, man. Spiritually. Okay? And we're going to ultimately do it physically. What else we got?
Isaiah 5 and 20.
All right. We're going to bring that out later. All right?
You want that Zechariah 11 and 5?
Nah. That's not for that. That wasn't for that. All right. Now, this is the next one. Doublethink means the power of holding two contradictory beliefs in one's mind simultaneously and accepting both of them. And that's like what I brought out earlier, the clip I brought out earlier, saying it's the land of the free, but yet everybody is in bondage, man.
Yeah.
You're in a free land, but you got a curfew. This is the land of the free, but you got shackles on you. They were saying it was the land of the free in the 1800s, before 1865, when we had shackles on us.
Mm-hmm.
All right? It teaches you how to be a base man thinking. You can't have free thought, man. Be like, man, this don't make no fucking sense, man.
When we say it teaches how to be what? A proud American.
Fucking right. Which is a degenerate.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Did I have yourself for that one? All right. Oh, this the one. This the fire one right here. This the beautiful one right here. This shows you that this devil, he's a thinker. That's when you go to Ezekiel, the 28th chapter. He say he sought out things. Man, this devil is a psychoanalyst. He's a mad scientist. Listen to this motherfucker. Until they become conscious, they will never rebel. And until after they have rebelled, they cannot become conscious. That's why you go back to John 8:32. You shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. When you know the truth, you're conscious, you're awake. Somebody get that Romans 13 and 11.
I got it. This is Romans 13 and 11.
And then give me that captive exile hasten to be loose.
Yeah.
That guy there is conscious. Bring it up.
That's where you're getting that turning from.
Yeah.
This is Romans 13 and 11. And that, knowing the time, that now is high time to awake out of sleep.
All right, it's time for you to get conscious, man. If you would never get conscious, you don't know you're a fucking slave. That go back to is Israel.
I got it.
Bring that out, man.
It's Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 14. Is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave?
All right. Until they become conscious, they will never rebel. So until you wake up, you're going to always be a fucking slave. Always be a 4th and 5th and 6th class citizen, man. You're always going to be at the bottom of the totem pole, man. When you wake up, you're rebelling, man. Nah, man. I come from a heritage of kings and priests. I come from a lineage of rulers, man. When you talk like that, they're going to hate you, man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Until you wake up, you're going to be a slave, man. I want that 401k. I just want to be able to feed my children, go to work. How old you got to be to retire? What, 55?
I think that bitch higher now, older now.
So the best days of your life, your best days of your life is your 20s, your 30s, your 40s. You breaking your back working. And you content with that, motherfucker?
Negative.
You content with that? Really?
Hey, man, we just trying to be proud Americans around here.
Yeah, they gotta go. That's why us brothers don't have compassion when we see these dildo heads die, man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because they love oppression, man. Mm-hmm. And they wouldn't have it so. All right? Bring it out.
It says, why is he spoiled?
He's spoiled because he's unconscious. Because he don't have the truth. He's void of understanding.
Yeah, because
and that's what he say. Until they become conscious, they will not rebel. Until you get the truth, you will always be spoiled.
And that's what go back to that last quote. When we brought up scripture saying, you polluted. You know what I'm saying? You spoiled because you polluted. You spoiled because what? you conform to the society. You ain't conscious. You ain't woke. You still sleeping. You like being asleep. You
Then after you try to wake guys up and tell them about their rights, the first thing they holler,
What about
it don't matter. They love saying it don't matter.
And that's why the scriptures say in Luke the 10th chapter, those that reject you, reject Yahushua. Those that reject Yahushua, reject him that sent them. So that's why when you tell them, and our Heavenly Father is just power.
Mm-hmm.
When he whack you, he got a reason to whack you. Right?
We're going to finish up in that Romans.
Yeah, we're finishing that Romans.
For now, our salvation.
Now, all the time we've been together, has my phone been ringing?
Negative.
No, that's the devil, man. Prince of the power of the air, man.
It says, for now is our salvation nearer than we believe.
All right? But the point of that, when it says wake up out of deep sleep, when you wake up out of deep sleep, you become conscious. You got the breath of life in you. The spirit of Yahweh Shem outside quickens you. According to John 6:63, man. All right? And until after they rebel, they cannot become conscious. All right? And that's his mind fucking. All right? When you rebel and you come against the system, now he's going to say you're not conscious. But now you're in your right mind. Now, Turner was in his right mind, but he just didn't have it according to knowledge, man. When you don't know who your enemy is, you're a dead man walking, man. When you think your enemy is your friend, you're a dead man. You're unconscious, man. And it's easy for him to manipulate you. When these devils do say knowledge is power, knowledge is power, man. All right?
Second Timothy. This is 2 Timothy chapter 3 and verse 7. Ever learning and never able to come to the knowledge of the truth.
All right, so that's the reason our people are spoiled, because they can't come to the knowledge of the truth, man. That's why you spoiled. You reject knowledge. So that's why it's easy for this devil to always be in the power seat, and you always you at the bottom, and whatever you need, you got to go to him for it. Mm-hmm. He's your daddy. He's more than big brother. He's your daddy. Even you niggas that think you're doing good. Oh, I get paid $100,000 a year. You got to go to master to get that $100,000 a year. You got to go to his system to do it. He's still in the ruling. You're just a well-nourished slave, man. That's all you are. You're a well-nourished slave. This thing is about dominion, man. This thing is about power, man. I want power. I want power. I don't want to have to go to another nation to get my sustenance, to get my nourishment. I want the other nations to come to me.
Bringing the shit. Hey,
paying tribute to us.
This is for you, King.
We go spoil them, and then we after we spoil them, Salaki, we separate the bag. Hey, all right? Yeah. We go spoil their ass, take their shit. Yeah. Hey, all right, this for you, this for me. Everybody good?
And then you can talk that shit. Hey, what you about to do?
Hey, I'm about to go to I think I'm gonna go to Elder Gabar sector.
Yeah,
up there in the cosmos. I'm gonna take the spaceship, go fly over there. I heard they grow big watermelons over there.
Let's go check it out.
All right.
Still have some more than you want the rest.
All right, bring it up.
It's verse 8. Now as Jonas and Jambres withstood Moses.
Oh, that's it on there. What other precept I got on there?
I had that 1 Timothy 4. 1.
4 Timothy and what? Bring it up. Start at the top.
It says 1 Timothy chapter 4 and verse 1. Now the Spirit speaketh expressly that in the latter time some shall depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrine of devils.
All right. When you listen to these philosophies or that doctrine that we get modern Christianity gave us, those are seducing spirit and doctrines of devils. When somebody tell you you could be a homosexual your whole life, and on your dying bed, you dying of AIDS, you can say, Lord Jesus, forgive me for everything I did, and then you're going to march in the kingdom of heaven with the saints, and all your works is wicked, get the fuck out of here. That's not what the Bible means when it speaks of grace. That's not what the Bible means when it speaks of mercy. All right, all the way up to your dead, all the way up to you got on your sick bed, you was blowing rods. All right. In fact, you're on your sick bed because of blowing rods.
Yep.
That's the judgment of Yahweh Shem Shai. And then when you're dying, you ask God to forgive you, and you're gonna receive the same reward that the saints gonna get. Man, get the fuck out. That's a doctrine of devils, man. All right.
That's a philosophy of vain
Give
deceit.
me Revelation 11 and 18.
I got it right here. This is Revelations 11 and 18.
Bring it out. You already there? That's the spirit.
And the nations were angry, and the wrath is come, and the time of dead,
Keep reading,
and the time of the dead, that they should be judged.
The dead should be judged is the ones that have been living like this damn devil their whole fucking life. All right? It's time for them to be judged. Homosexuals, wicked niggas. All right, now when it's time for them to die, they're gonna be able to inherit the kingdom of heaven and get beamed up by a chariot? Fuck no. Keep reading that.
And that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants, the prophets.
All right, so when the Most High give his reward to the servants, the prophets, you about to tell me a guy that's been selling dope his whole life, killing people his whole life, not somebody that caught him and then hit him in his chest, then he feel his life force going out of him, he feel the blood leaking out his body starting to shake, starting to do that death roll, and he be like, God forgive me for all the niggas I done killed. God forgive me for all the houses I done broke up selling dope. Because when you sell dope, you're a witch, you're a sorcerer. All right? You're a witch. The scripture says, I suffer not a witch to live. So you shaking, you having that death roll, you about to check out, and all your works have been wicked. And right before you check out, you say, God forgive me, have mercy on me. And you're gonna reap the same benefits as his servant, the prophets. That's a doctrine of devils. That's an unconscious man. That's what happens when you submit to Western philosophy and the system we're talking about, man. How you all fucked up, man. Bring it out, bro.
That's right.
And to the saints, and them that fear thy name.
And them that fear thy name. Those are the ones going to reap the Most High's perks. Have millions of slaves. Have their own, what you call it? In the heavens.
Their own
solar
land.
system.
You're going to have your own solar system, man.
Come.
Man, we're not going to just have our own planet. You're going to have your own solar system.
Receiving that crown.
Yeah, man. So a guy that's been a wicked nigga all his life, he going to receive the same gift as a prophet. That's the doctrine of devil. Keep reading it, brother.
First Timothy chapter 4 and verse 2, speaking lies in hypocrisy, having their conscience seared with a high iron.
All right, so if your conscience seared with a hot iron, that means you can't receive knowledge. Brother, tell you the truth, you just can't get it. This when it comes to this quote by the devil. The devil knows that. He intellectualized. Somebody give me that he's more wiser than Daniel. Ezekiel 28. All right? It says, until they become conscious, they will never rebel. If your conscience is seared with a hot iron, it's always easy for this devil to rule over you, all right, and control you, man. You get controlled and don't even know you're being controlled. That's a slave, man. That's worse than a slave in ancient time past. Because at least they hated master. The field nigga hated master, man. They was in better case than we are today. Field nigga see master come and be like, I wish I could just kill that motherfucker. They was in their right mind. Nowadays, you see your boss man coming. Boss man, hey, boss man, how you doing, Mr. Billy? Oh, yes, Lord. Hey, my wife done made some sweet potato pie. I'm going to bring you some tomorrow. You bring him that pie tomorrow, you know what he going to do with that pie? He going to throw that shit in the trash, man. Or go give it to the dog at the house. Yeah, hey, Billy, hey, throw that in the trash. Some nigger gave it to me at work. That's when you destroy it, man. You think your enemy's your friend. Okay, we have more on that?
No, that was it on that one.
All right, do we have another precept for that?
You wanted that Ezekiel.
This is
You got that? He wiser than Daniel.
Common sense shit, though, bro. You can be a wicked nigga all your life, and then right before your death, bro, you just accept Christ and go to
Damn demon, bro. I can't say who the demon is, but it's definitely a damn demon. I get the picture. If I call somebody once and they don't answer, I might call back twice. If I call you twice and you don't answer, I'm not calling you back. I don't care who you are. That's how I roll. I get the picture. They're gonna call me back. You know, they're busy. All right, you got it, brother.
It's Ezekiel chapter 28, verse 3. Behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. Is there no secret that they can hide from thee?
All right, so this devil, what he has sought out is the ways of the Most High. The Most High is universal laws, the way you do things. All right, so he knows how to try to manipulate. You see what I'm saying? He knows that if the nation of Israel have the name of Yahweh, so he takes the name of Yahweh out the Bible, Yahweh Shemawashai, but that name is a strong watchtower, and his people start praying and calling out to him. He knows that the Most High will come take him out the power seat. He knows that. That's not hid from him. He sought that out. He's wiser than Daniel. Okay? And he's an intellectualizer. He's a psychoanalyst. He knows how to get in the human mindset, and he does case studies, how the human mind works, man. Okay? So he knows how to manipulate you and brainwash you. Okay? So that's why you read these quotes. Until they become conscious, they will never rebel. So his job is to keep them unconscious. Give them Lil Boosie. Give them Jay-Z. Put them up as somebody in high regard. Give them 50 Cent. All right? Show them this how they need to be. Okay? And that'll keep you from looking. And when the prophets come out, oh, them niggas broke. Them niggas ain't shit.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? All right? Let's get on that.
This is 2 Corinthians chapter 4 and verse 4. In whom the God of this world hath blinded the minds of them which believe not.
That goes hand in hand with this. The Most High want to blind your mind, man. He want to keep you from knowing the truth, man. Long as he keep you away from the truth, he stays in the power seat, man. Bring it out, brother.
And it reads, Least the light of the glorious gospel of Yahweh HaMashiach, who is the image of Yahweh, should shine unto them.
You see, and the point is that you're so polluted that when this doctrine comes to you, your conscience so seared with a hot iron, you can't get it. You can't perceive the fact that your enemy is ruling over you. You can't perceive the fact of who your enemy is. You can't perceive the fact that, hey, the so-called white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. You can't perceive the fact that, hey, that the so-called white man is going into slavery. You can't perceive the fact that, hey, that this guy is ruling over you.
And what the scriptures say, woe to them that call evil good and good evil. They call us wicked, and then they call Pastor Pork Chop good, man, because their conscience is sealed with a hot iron, man.
And look, they call us wicked. Why? Because we telling you the damn truth. Okay? What they don't like. That's why they killed Yahweh Shai, because Yahweh Shai told the truth. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you that if you want it. Huh?
You got it. You can break it down. Huh?
This is Isaiah chapter 5, verse 20. Woe unto them, Salaki. Chapter 5, verse. What that was? I'm tripped. Oh yeah, 20. I was right. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil. You see, because they'll say that what, and I know that it must be the spirit. We getting on that. They'll say it's good. It's okay for homosexuals to be married. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's a pork and shrimp shrimp and lobster is a delicacy. You know what I'm saying? In the earth, but really and truly, that's wicked as fuck according to the Most High. Why? Because it's in the laws what not to do. You know what I'm saying?
The scripture says it's a shame for a woman to speak in the church or to usurp authority over the man. This society says, hey, she's supposed to have equality.
Hey, she's a woman of the Lord. No such thing, man. You know what I'm saying? She can teach you the scriptures. Negative.
Get the fuck out of here.
A woman's supposed to what? Learn in silence. And where? At home. Under who? Her husband. And you get that what?
See like that?
And what it is that, hey, a woman not to usurp authority over a man. You know what I'm saying? Because she's the prophet of wisdom already.
She's the pride of wisdom. Come on, Job 39.
Okay, and it said they put darkness for light and light for darkness. Okay, what they do? Go ahead, Ak, you got it.
And that's what this devil has done. All right, he's put darkness for light and light for darkness, man. That's what he's done. Our people believe lies. They trust in lies, man. They want to hear. The devil is supposed to speak to us smooth things.
Yeah,
prophesy deceits. That's what this devil is giving them what they want.
And what? You know what I'm saying? What they want to hear about the good shit. But what the prophets of old prophesied about, wars,
Lament, what I'm saying? Lamentations, mourning, and woes.
That's what the men of the Lord are prophesying about. Because what's gonna happen is that America is going down, man, and the nation of Israel is gonna be on top, bro.
In a major way.
You know what I'm saying? What it says, they put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter.
That's what this devil has done through philosophy and this propaganda machine, his so-called educational industrial complex, which actually doesn't enlighten you or enrich you, it actually dumbs you down so you could be a slave in this system, man. This scriptures is what enlighten you. This is true enrichment. All right? This is what expands your horizon. Before I came to this truth, man, I didn't know nothing, man. Nothing. All I knew was what I learned in school, which is nothing. They teach you enough in school so you could be a employee. Or if you're not an employee, let's say you're the manager, you're still running the person that's at home with his feet up business, man. All right? That's it. Even a doctor. A doctor is he's getting paid big bucks, but he's still a part of the system. He still abides, he's connected to the matrix. He's not worried about being in power or ruling, or somebody working for him in a position of servitude towards him. All right? It just teaches you how to be a slave, man. All right, now I'm going to bring out this last quote.
And if I can say, and teaching how to be a slave and to how to accept being a slave.
No, to like it.
Even better, to like
to embrace it.
To love it. Hey, we're proud around here. Americans.
You're a proud American. I mean, you're a proud fucking slave, nigga.
Yeah.
All right. Now, this is the last. No, I got two more quotes, but this one here, this was Elder Gabar. He did a sit down some years back about power and show you the elites are in their right mind and us men of the Lord, hopefully elect in their right mind. I'm right mind. This is a quote, man. This is a deep quote too, man. And I'm not mad at Esau. Esau in his right mind on this motherfucking quote. Now, I would tell you the answer to my question. It is this. The party seeks power entirely for its own sake. He say the party seeks power. Now, this is the elite. The elite is the power. They seek power for their own sake. What we seeking power for? Our own nation's sake. It's for us. It's for our nation. Are we going to get the riches of our father's house and give it to another nation? The law prohibits that. No, wait. What prohibit me? I mean, you can't do it.
Right? Forbids.
Forbid. The law prohibits that, man. That's why a woman does not get the inheritance. The inheritance goes to the son. All right? Because if you gave a woman an inheritance and then she took her ass off and married a Moabite or something, he partakes in the commonwealth of the nation. You see what I'm saying?
And the laws wasn't given to them. That's a beautiful thing. Our law, this will separate us.
All right,
from us from them.
But do the elite share their power with us? Their riches with us? Their commonwealth with us? No, they do not. They're in their right mind. I'm not knocking them from that. We're just going to take it from you, though. Bring it on, brother.
This is Daniel chapter 7 and verse 18.
You got it, brother. Right on time.
But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom.
That's right.
And possess it, and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever.
We're going to take the power seat. This thing that we in, all this prophesying we doing, when you break this truth down to its most simplest terms, it's a power struggle. All right, well, you know what? It is about being sanctified in the world and becoming a new man. Sanctified in the word and becoming a new man. All right?
And it got its perks with it.
All right? But it's a power struggle between good and evil. All right? It's a power struggle between Jacob and Esau, man.
I got it.
God.
All right? From the sons of light and the sons of the darkness. The sons of the power and the sons of wickedness, man. Okay? It's about dominion. If you don't want dominion, you going off. Straight up. This thing is about dominion, man. All right? It is this. The party seeks power entirely for its own sake. And nothing's wrong with that. I'm not knocking them for that. We are not interested in the good of others. We're in, this is the mind of your racial counterparts. Israelite man, Israelite woman. Your racial counterparts don't give two shits about you. We're not interested in the good of others. They don't give a fuck about you. All right? We are interested solely in power, pure power. They're solely, and I'm gonna give you an example. You could be cool with that Edomite that work next to you, right? Y'all cool, hey? You work with some, don't you?
All the time.
Hey, Johnny, what's up, man? How the game was, bro?
It was straight.
Hey, bro. Man, I'm doing bad, man. Let me about $25. I'll pay you back when I get my check. No, I ain't gonna lie. You might have loaned it to you before.
Yeah, you're right.
No, I'm telling you, man, you get broke down on the side of the road. I kid you not. Edomite is gonna help you before an Israelite help you, man. All right? But they'll be cool with you. They'll be friends with you. Do this. The first time you say America is going to be destroyed and America's going to be toppled down, you ain't gonna. This is the way you know a motherfucker Edomite. They not going to want to hear that. No matter how cool they are, when you say that America's going to be taking out the power seat, you're going to see their true colors. Because they're all about power, man. Even the simpletons, even the competents, they're unconsciously all about power. They're all about their government being at the top of the totem pole, man. They don't want to hear nothing about the Chinese is taking over. That the Chinese have the #1 currency in the world.
Don't tell them Mr. Jake taking over.
Yeah. I'm making that.
I get what you're saying.
Showing that picture. Oh, the Aboriginals. They have the #1 currency in the world. They don't want to hear that shit, man. They're about power, staying in the power seat, man. Even if they're a fucking peon Edomite. All right?
Right.
All right? What pure power means, you will understand presently. All right? So this thing is about dominion. Ruling in the kingdom, man. Give me Revelation 2:25. Bubba Kashana.
This is Revelation chapter 2, verse 25. And it says, but that which ye have already hold fast till I come. But that which ye have already hold fast till I come.
All right, let's talk about this doctrine of life, man. Hold fast to it. Cleave to it. Live by it. All right, apply it to your life. Bring it out, brother.
And he that overcometh and keepeth my works until the end, to him I will give power over the nation.
That's what we want, man. That's what we laboring for, bro. We laboring for that power from on high, man. Our great King is going to give us power from on high. Give me Matthew 28:18. This is what this truth is all about, getting power, man.
Matthew 28.
All right? And it takes power to, when you've just been a slime ball, dirtbag nigga your whole life, it takes power to become a new man. All right? When you become a new man, that takes power. All right? And when you get this power, you give this power to who? Your brother. You share it. Bring it out, brother.
This is Matthew 28:18. And Yahweh Shai came and spake unto them, saying, all power is given unto me in heaven and in earth. Go ye therefore.
No, that's it. All power is given to who?
To me.
To our great King and on heaven and in earth, right? Now get Romans 8:17. All power is given to our great King on heaven and in earth.
This is Romans 8:17. And if the children, then heirs of the Most High, and joint heirs with Hamashiach, if so be that we suffer with him, that we may be also glorified together.
So all that power he got in heaven and earth, he's going to share it with his elect men, man. So we thirsty for power. Yeah, we on the power. Yeah, we want power. You know? Now, we don't want power over our brother. But over these nations, we want power, man. You fucking right. We doing this truth because we are thirsty for power.
Every other nation strives for power.
Yeah, that's the whole point of them GA summits and shit, man. They coming together, flexing their muscles, man, and they're there for their country, man. All right, I'm gonna keep reading this. What pure power means is you will understand presently. We are different from the oligarchies of the past, in that we know that we are doing. And man, this English language is put on us violently, man. We slaves. That's why we speak English. I tried to break that word down best I could, bro. All the others, even those who resemble ourselves, were cowards and hypocrites. Say no. Put no. Cancel. Press cancel.
Oh, look, the video fucking.
It's
Oh,
still
no,
going.
it's still going.
It's still going. The battery down. That's what it is. So we press the time now. We got to run through it. All right. All the others, even those resembled ourselves, were cowards and hypocrites. The Germans, the Nazi Germans, and the Russian communists came very close to us in our methods. All right. Now these are communist countries. The devil is telling you that what they're going to do, these communist countries came close to it, and they was overbearing over their people. They controlled their people. All right. They ruled their people with ironclad fists. And what's going to come to America, he's saying he called them cowards because they didn't do it good enough. All right? And it says, he said they came close to us in their methods, but they never had the courage to recognize their own motives. They pretended, perhaps even believed, that they had seized power unwittingly and for a limited time, and that just around the corner they lay a paradise where human beings would be free and equal. Now this devil, that's the lie he's telling people in this earth, that in the Constitution, all men are equal, so on and so forth. He about to get past that. Guess what? They about to burn the Constitution. This the vibration they about to be on. All right? We are not like that. All right? This is what they about to be like. Fuck the Constitution. All men are not equal. This the vibration your blessed America is about to be rocking on. All right? We are not like that. We know that no one ever seizes power with the intention of relinquishing it. That's why we bought out Daniel 7 and 18. Because when we get the power, we're going to rule forever and ever. We're not going to relinquish it. So how much more this devil don't want to relinquish it? We're going to take it from him. Okay? Power is not a means, it's an end. One does not establish a dictatorship in order to safeguard a revolution. Right, this is the revolution. Once we fulfill this revolution and take down other nations, there will be no more revolution. That's the end. That's the end of revolution when we come into power. So that's where that devil at. Ain't no other nation gonna rise up. That's how he feels right now.
Because the Lord say whenever we in our kingdom, there ain't gonna be war no more on the earth.
That's right. One makes the revolution in order to establish the dictatorship. Our kingdom is going to be a dictatorship ruled by Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushua, by Hashem, Kodash. All right? Our great king going to rule that bitch with an ironclad fist. All right? It's going to be a dictatorship, a monolithic kingdom. And the whole universe is going to be ruled like that. Okay? But this is what this devil is about to try to do, okay? The object of persecution is persecution. This devil all about persecution, man. But look, he in his right mind. All right, we've been in his kingdom 200 some years, man, under his rule. Have he ever stopped persecuting us?
No.
Even with him with the power, with the scepter in his hand ruling, has he let up off our people yet?
We got to keep these niggas down.
All right, so we're going to be the same way in our kingdom, man. That's why the scripture say we're going to rule them with a rod of iron. All right, we're going to rule them all the way up to a year 999.